So there are the self-creators whom we've all heard about, who are pretty uncontroversially the authors of their lives. Steve Jobs, who, even though he tells the story of how he only connected the dots in retrospect, he was clearly making choices aligned with his own vision and his own convictions about what was beautiful, about what people needed, what people wanted, even before people would have necessarily known it for themselves. Think of Sara Blakely, the now billionaire founder of Spanx, who started out, as I recall, selling typewriters door to door, and came up with this prototype for a type of underwear that lots of women would really appreciate being able to wear comfortably and without it showing the contours. And at some point just took the woman that she was pitching into the bathroom and said, please try these on. Just see how you like them. Who does that? Talk about authoring her own path to self-creation and to successful, large-scale impact. It worked, by the way, but of course she didn't know it was going to work when she did it. And she tried plenty of other strategies that failed. But to me, in retrospect, that's such an inspiring story of that kind of courage and those kinds of guts and that kind of independent judgment. Michelangelo, Da Vinci, right? All the famous Renaissance men and women of history, right? The artists who changed the way that we conceive of art and of what's possible to communicate, through painting or through sound or through music, right? But I bet we also have self-creators more locally that we can reference. People who, the teacher who really pushed us and really inspired us, right, when we were in grade school, who didn't just kind of follow the standard, syllabus and do what all the other teachers did, but like tuned in and noticed things and pushed us to really tune into ourselves and to really think about like what we want to achieve and what we're capable of, right? And where there was an authenticity to the dialogue, where we became kind of more awake and more alert to ourselves, to our own judgment, to our own capacities, started asking questions for ourselves in our own way, right? That teacher, that mentor, that role model whom you think of, who flickers in your mind in those moments where you might otherwise give up, but you persevere, right? There are self-creators all around us. And I'll bet that you yourself at times have really exemplified that mode, right? And can think of those times. And that's really a resource to leverage because you know what it looks like.